Welcome to Comic Book Overview, where everyone can come and indulge in all things comic related, whether it be movies, TV shows, cartoons, video games, or just comics themselves. If you love comic books, then show it by hitting that subscribe button to help this precious media that we all love thrive and flourish. Man, what a touching tale that could be made into a great Logan movie. Set in 1933, Wolverine has taken up the profession of being a booze runner during the time of prohibition. While delivering a shipment from Canada, his vehicle, which is left in the wilderness, is spotted by some Mounties on horseback. When Logan returns to his vehicle, the Mounties attempt to arrest him, but by diving into an icy stream, he manages to elude capture. Eventually, he reemerges and makes his way across the U.S. border and hooks up with his bootlegging buddy Elias, a friend that he managed to stay in contact with since when they first met during the war. It seems that since all border crossing checkpoints would have been patrolled by officers, Logan was trekking each barrel of booze on his back through the woods to his partner's designated meeting spot. Content with their losses, Logan and Elias head back south to Elias's home in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Here, Elias has set up shop by working a small storefront 5 and dime in the front and a marginally profitable speakeasy in the back. But like all illegal businesses, control over territory is quintessential, and a larger mob group out of Chicago comes a-calling with an offer. Their ultimatum is for Elias to either shut down his establishment or from here on out, buy his hooch exclusively from them. And I would assume at a premium price, of course. Not willing to take the offer, Elias and Logan are gunned down. After their execution, the mobsters make their way into the storefront and abduct Elias's daughter, Sophia. With her pretty face, they assume that she would make a nice profit at one of their brothels back home. The rest of the family eventually finds the body of their father and Mr. Logan. As usual, it doesn't take long for Logan's healing factor to kick in. He agrees to go rescue Sophia, but when he does it, it opens up an even bigger can of worms for both Logan and Elias's family. The overall story is a tale of a family that struggles to survive during the economic depression. While losing members of the family, they continue to stay together against all odds, whether it be against disease, mob violence, crooked police officers, or even plain old famine itself. One of the reasons I like this story is that it also takes time to give you some backstory on the two main protagonists, Marion and Frenchie. They themselves are immigrants who met coming to America in 1920, crossing the transatlantic. Their life seemed to be an uphill battle, which created a bond between the two in order to survive, creating a crime duo that will carry on with them until their adulthood. With them, murder seemed to come easy. The story is told across issues 14, 15, 16, and 17 of the Savage Wolverine series, all released in 2014. Me, personally, I give it a ranking of 4.0 out of 5. A great read, as it is told in such a realistic way, reminding me of The Godfather 2 and particularly Road to Perdition, starring Tom Hanks. If you liked either one of those movies, then do yourself a favor and pick this issue up, as you will definitely not be disappointed. And one last thing, something Elias said to Logan before they were gunned down always stuck in my craw. He states, folks don't have a dime or a nickel to their name, but they always seem to find dough for a little hooch. Ain't that the truth? I grew up in the hood, and I'd seen kids outside playing in diapers, but their parents always had money for drugs, booze, and cigarettes though. This is something I've always said since I was small. Well, I'll get off my soapbox now. If you get a second, head over to my YouTube channel for other videos like this one. Tap that bell icon before you go. And oh yes, until next time, keep reading, my friends.